God. So woo, want to get too crazy now. Chris is a crazy one. I'm the calm dude. So, a few years ago, I think it was actually 2014, there was a house not too far from here, within just a short distance. That house was called U-Turn for Christ, and what it was a house that guys in recovery could come to, and they'd be immersed in the Bible, and they would get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and spend time in the Word in their time of recovery. So my wife and I and some friends, we would go there and we would play music and just hang out with these guys. And it was an awesome experience. I was one of the lucky ones. I needed recovery and never went through a program, but through the grace of God, pulled away from that. So just grateful for that and giving back to others. So at U-Turn, I met this young man. He was 19 years old at the time. And got to know him, got to talk to him. And all of a sudden, he was gone. And then I found out he had left the program, felt like he was good to go, and he went back to Portland, Oregon. A few months later, I go to U-Turn, go to the house, we're playing music, and he's there. And I said, dude, we gotta spend some time. What's up? What's happening? So we went to Panino's, which is down the street, which is awesome. If you haven't been to Panino's, man, you gotta have it. It's not clean at all. But anyway, we go to Panino's, we're talking, and I said, what happened, man? What is going on? He goes, he went down, his face went down, he goes, Bob, I went to Portland, I was doing okay. I bumped my head. I said, you bumped your head? He said, yeah, I bumped my head. I wrote a song about that. How often do we bump our own heads? That's helping me relax a little bit. Way too long. Then I myself, son, you find it's wrong. Trouble may always come your way when we don't see the king and we've gone astray. A hit for a bump on the head when we don't see the king for who he is. Path is narrow, but the road seems wide. Want another bump on the head. Well, your road in life may seem too hard. You gotta remember, Sunday night gets jarred. Trouble may always come your way when we don't see the king and we've gone astray. Hit for a bump on the head when we don't see the king who he is. Path is narrow, but the road seems wide. another bump on the head. Life sometimes ain't fair. Lord, I know your pain is real. You can't always stay in the dark. You know your life is why he came. Hit for bump on the head when we don't see the king who he is. Path is narrow but the road seems wide. Don't want another bump on the head. Well, hit for bump on the head when you don't see the king for who he is. When the road seems wide, don't want another bump on the head. Don't want another bump on the head. Well, don't want another bump on my head. Yes. You know what? Got to stay away from that bump on the head. It hurts in the short term. It hurts in the long term, doesn't it?